We're getting out of the pandemic and all of us went through changes. We needed to adapt to circumstances because the world changed a lot in the last 2 years. Some people saw opportunities, took them and got rich. Other people were left jobless or even homeless. I started to read and took control over my life and learned a lot about so many things with this pandemic. I can tell from my perspective that these last 2 years changed me completely and I feel like a new and a better person. So in today's video we're going to discuss a few lessons that I've learned from the pandemic and my reading. So let's get into the video. As I said, the world went through a lot of changes and some things that I took for granted were taken away from me. Like the freedom we had to be with how many people we wanted or to go out without a specific reason. We saw an increase in depression rates, we saw people getting fatter and unhealthy, and worst of all in my opinion, some people were completely alone. So the first lesson that I've learned from COVID was self-care isn't optional. Today more than ever I realized that I wasn't taking good care of myself, mentally, emotionally and spiritually speaking. I love going to the gym, so the physical side was okay, but even my body got better than 2 years ago. I realized that I was making my life miserable because I didn't want to stop and think about what I wanted to do. And I didn't stop to think how grateful I am for the life I have, the people and the circumstances that surround me. Personal development is a must. I'm talking about reading, meditation, exercise, writing, experiencing new things, and all the things that make you a better human being. Cutting some toxic relations could mean your growth as a human being. Personal development could come in a lot of different ways. And if you have toxic people around you, cutting them off could mean your development. Be aware of that. As I said, depression rates went up this year and development could be one of the solutions. At least it was for me. The second lesson that pandemic taught me was to never take anything for granted. I saw people with safe jobs getting fired and left without anything because they got comfortable. They didn't have cash reserves for emergencies, side hustles or any investments. Education never stops, independently of where you are in life and what you think you know, especially financial education. All of us deal with money, but the majority of people don't know how to manage it. Make financial education a priority, learning how to budget, how to invest money, and know where every single dollar of your money goes to. Take courses, learn new stuff, and don't settle anywhere in your life. Stability doesn't exist. Do you want to know what the universe likes in this world? Look at the jungle and the rest of the nature, it's diverse. So why would you settle with a job? And never depend on a single source of income, because that's halfway to work until the end of your life. And the third lesson that I've learned from COVID was to enjoy the small things in life. Did you notice that small things like a kiss, a hug or any type of human contact made such a big difference in our lives? A great talk, a music festival, a sports event or a dinner with your friends. These were some of the things that before the pandemic I took for granted. So the next time you're at a dinner with your friends, for example, enjoy that moment. Take a moment every day to appreciate your life and all the blessings you have right now. Life is great if your vision changes. Be grateful for having a house, for having food and clothes to wear, or just because you're alive. Your life can change when you understand how lucky you are and when you can be grateful for your life today. And I'm not saying for you to pretend that your life is okay when it's not. I don't believe in that. What I do believe is to have a different perspective, to see what's good in your life and to appreciate that. That's what I mean and truly believe. Those were probably the lessons that changed me the most and the more important ones in my opinion. I would love to hear your perspective about your experience. Share with me in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. I'm always available for a good chat. For now I finished my video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was Successology here. You'll never be average again. Peace.